Hello, hello. Good morning. Welcome to another ES Futures trading stream. My name is Victor, streaming from Malana. It is 9:31 Eastern Time in US. Market has just opened. We are kind of like about 2 minutes into the opening. This is. I am not. I am almost decided not to do anything this week. It's kind of the risk for me is kind of high here. We have two range. You can see this range here, and another one down here. And now this is wider here. With I believe it seems like September high is being used here. We have seen multiple balance days the past 2 weeks. Notice this day, for example, this 2 day balance. Then we have another one here, then another one here, then another one here, and then another one here. And today we have, on Friday, we have a gap that was filled, and it has left us a second, two distributions on Friday. And by the market opening up here, above this line, which means we are, which means we are inside this distribution. Actually, the message the market is delivering here is, there are two messages here, right? The first one is, there's nothing here to the downside. There's nothing serious, which kind of everybody, we all know that, right? And coming back in, this is a rejection of lower prices. So coming back in here, inside this upper, this actually targets this. But there's something going on here. We have overnight inventory that is 100% low. Just look at where the market settled Friday, way down here, right? And the market opened with a gigantic spike to the upside. It opened somewhere in here and just shoot its way up, back inside this range. All this inventory is long. The market is being bought again. Look at where this market is being bought, right from this center line. But we have the same thing on Friday. Friday was sold three times from this area here. So what I think from this movement, or this behavior, this dynamics that we're seeing now is all of these shorts, most of them are out. All of these shorts here are well underwater. What is going to happen with these ones? That's the next question. Are these going to prevail, or these ones are going to prevail? For this trade to be completed, I think the market could come around this area for that trade to be done. What happened now? I think the short size is extremely risky now, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 highs all together. At the time, Halbach was around here. This is, for practical purposes, was sold from Halbach, just like that. What do we have this week? We have Google tomorrow after the close. We have Microsoft, Meta on Wednesday after the close. Amazon, Apple after the close. GDP on Wednesday. PCE on Thursday. Non-farm payrolls on Friday at 8:30. All these at 8:30, and all these ones after the close. This is just huge. And the week after this, I believe we have FOMC. Just let me double check that. Yes, we have FOMC next Thursday. And what else do we have? We have end of the month, right? End of the month, Thursday here, end of the week, the next day. So it's, I expect, I know, the odds that we're going to have high volatility this week are high. I don't have any, I am, I don't find myself in any hurry to do anything, to place any kind of trade, any kind of position. There must be something that may pop up somewhere during the trading session, but until that happens, as I say, I don't have any expectations or anything here. Now, the monthly trend is going higher. Now we have downside trend in the weekly, you know, and an upside, you know, one time frame higher in the daily. So all of them are kind of like doing different things, right? And this is the range that I was talking about. This is a 14-day range in the daily, in the lower side, and this is a 7 or 8-day range in the upper side, in the monthly. What do we have? Let's check Nasdaq. Well, Nasdaq. Where are you, Nasdaq? Here you are. No? One time frame higher, range, big range in Nasdaq, weekly range, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weekly range. It looks like this market has set its eyes in this high. Now they are selling. This trend has been overcome here. It's back inside this range, which targets the upper side. It's been bought from, you know, just look at the trend here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times bought from this and possible channel. Is this a channel? Who knows? Who knows? Was looking or what's happening in, where's the Dow? Do I have the Dow here? Yeah, I have the Dow here as well. The Dow has come to this. I think the Dow is the market has more odds having some downside station here, because all of this trade here came from this range here. You know? Now all these stops have been taken, market got too long, and there's a rebalancing, and again also price being bought from below this range here. This is not a good high. There's no excess in the all-time highs here. Now let's check the intraday, how these markets are doing. Going lower, lower, higher, higher. We see some divergence here, so odds of rotation probably are high here. Okay. This is no good. This low, this A low is no good. A high is no good. It is an inside day. Another thing, just look at the volume. Really low volume here. Really low volume. Almost 15 minutes into the second period, it seems, or it looks like we're going to have about the same amount of volume, or even less than Friday. Look at this. Now the interest rates. Oh, look at where this Russell is being bought from the 50s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times here. Seems like it's going to be bought from the 50s here as well. What's going on in the other markets? Bonds markets are, gosh man, this is quite dangerous here. Look at crude oil. Gosh, you would expect, you know, after Israel striking Iran, you expect crude oil coming all the way up to here, but look at where it opened. Way low, way down here. Well, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 lows here. huge gap here, unfilled gaps. Nice trade. I guess the trade is a dollar here, dollar and bonds, right? And look at this, man. Look at this. Look at this, man. This is gold. You know, this come. It looks like it's going to come to 2800. You know? I don't like these lows. I don't like this how this is doing, but momentum is to the upside. This trades to the upside. Maybe 3000 could be the 3000, 3200 could be something here. All right. Look at these highs on the 30. All right. And this is why I say I don't have any hurry. I'm not in a hurry to do anything at the moment. If you have any question, any comments, please feel free to say anything. I am not seeing anything here. Now, these distributions have been closed, okay? So we have a market to the upside. I am in front of the screen with my breakfast here. Coming back to the market after 3 days, 4 days I wasn't here. You know, that's another reason I have no plans. I don't have plans to. You know, I have this mindset today. You know, just to not to do anything. Because I think after, you know, this time that I was off, you always need time to adjust or to feel, you know, to be able to feel the market again. Okay. This movement, this downside movement can be linked, related to a counteraction, because all this inventory is long. You know, 200,000 here. All this inventory is long. It's 100% long here. This could be something in the downside too. Oh, by the way, market opening up here also repairs this high. What else do we have? This one remains. This is quite dangerous. This short here. From this 2-day balance here, I had the market being bought twice from hardback here. You know, during this day. You know, just check exactly from hardback 1, 2 times. You know, twice, bought exactly from hardback. This is, notice what A, Y, and M adds to that, right? And J takes part of that, you know, quote unquote, repair this weak low here. But I don't consider this to be fully repaired until the market trades back and forth here, or maybe it has some downside extension, maybe for at least 10, 15 points to the downside. That will take this inventory out. Right now, I would consider that this is just adding to what we have here, you know. And what do we have here? Weak inventory from this day, more from Friday, and of course, you know, all of this overnight inventory is adding on top of this one here. So this is the long is not good, right? The short also is not good. Just got to be aware of that. If you are going to place any trade, if I am going to place any trade, I have to have that in mind, right? What is the context of this? All right, I will take a small break to finish my breakfast, and we'll be here in a couple minutes. Hola, hija. Hola, madre, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué haciendo? ¿Haces tu comida? Oh, ay, ajá. Muy bien, mamita. No, ¿estás llamando a quién? Recién te estás levantando. Oh, ya. ¿Ah? Oh, ya. Ajá. Oh, ya, mamita. Ah, ¿qué planes por ir? ¿Ah? ¿Cómo? Oh, ya. Oh, qué bien por ellos, ma. Qué bien por ellos. Ujú. ¿Y tú? ¿Qué planes para hoy día? ¿Estás en la casa? En la casita nomás. Oh, ok. Oh, ok. Ajá. Oh, ya, mamita. Oye, te mando saludos a las chicas. Dije el otro día que hablé contigo. Cuídate mucho. No, creo que no tienen WhatsApp ellas. No usan WhatsApp ellos. Tienen Snapchat. Ajá. hasta donde sea. O sea, por eso es que no suena. No tiene la aplicación. Los chicos acá no usan WhatsApp, usan Snapchat. Ajá.
Contacto.
Ajá. Sí. ¿Ah?
¿Todo bien?
Sí, madre, todo bien, ajá, todos estamos bien aquí. Yo estoy acá trabajando ahorita, aquí en la casa, luego voy a trabajar más tarde también, en la noche voy a otro sitio. Todos estamos bien acá, gracias a Dios. Ujú. Ya, madrecita. Ya. ¿Quién? Oh, Diego está con la gripe. Oh, él fue el último. Fue el último en agarrar la gripe, ¿no?
Sí,
Oh, oh, ya, ajá. Ya, pues, mamita. Ya. Cuídate mucho, ya. Te quiero mucho. Gracias por tu llamada. Ujú.
está.
Ya, madrecita. Ya, madrecita. Ujú. Ya, madrecita. Cuídate mucho, ¿ya? Te quiero mucho. Estamos conversando. Chau, chau.
Besitos a todos.
Ya, madre, gracias. Alright, alright. That was my mom, man. She always called to check on her son. She still believes I'm a baby, man. I am more than 50 years old. Alright. This market has taken. This law has been taken here. Has been corrected. Most of this inventory is being rebalanced here. I won't consider, I won't consider this as a reference here. This could be, it is the upper side, this one, this is the reference, okay? This is the reference here, this one. Not this one. But I got this one down here to see how the market or what the market does relative to this. If the market keeps, it is the market who gives relevance to these levels, to the levels that I have on my chart. I'm not going to buy here or sell here because I have a reference there and the market has to bounce from that area. That's not what I do. I am not that. I guess this type of market profile. I guess that's what it's called, market profile trading, right? I don't do that. This is a very questionable high here. I don't like this high at all. And just check what the market did here. Well, Friday. It opened here and shoots way up. Now they're trying to do that, to replicate this behavior. No, but this is a completely different day. It's completely different. We have a balance here. A 2-day balance. Not just that, we have an inside day here. Not just that, we have a gap here. Multiple factors that can, just highlight the difference between these 2 days. Highlights the relevance or the importance of being aware of context here. Let me check this range here. Now we have this thing in when I was doing my homework on Friday, it looks to me like this day, like this market has more potential after this day, after Friday, has more potential to the downside actually than to the upside. What this movement does is removes, all this inventory. I look at this high here as well, selling from this very, very super questionable day here. And I guess we have something very similar here. I don't remember, but I know the way how this market is trading. This is just trading money here. And another event that is hanging all like above everything else here is, elections. We have the elections November 5th, which is next week. Yeah, which is next week. We have FOMC on Thursday, I believe, right? And elections on Tuesday. A week packed with earnings, PCE and stuff, and elections coming. So this is quite dangerous here. Now there's a lot to talk about how the market is betting. There's a lot of bets in Trump's winning. Look at this, a little bit lower than Friday, right? All right. The thing about trading, it can be boring sometimes. I know the most part of the time actually. Most part of the time, what I do is watch the market. Observe the market. Let's open, since this is a trading, short-term trading, let's open a 5 minutes chart here. Or actually, I can have that I can have that from here. What is this? This is 5 minutes, this is 30 minutes. Come on. Really? Oh, this is just a... Alright. Come on, man. Look at that. What do we have here? Got 1, 2, 3, 4 highs all together. If this high is taken, what do we have up here? What do we have up here? What do we have up here? You can take all this market all the way up to the 5080. Where's 5080? What do we have 5080? This. Oh boy. Look at the risk here, right? Taking this one can take the market all the way up to maybe even the 5890. Now, this kind of movements, especially during the overnight, markets are easier to move during the overnight because of volume. Yes, hanging there to the upside. Russell down, inside bars. Suddenly, all them are in sync now. All these indices now have inside bars. This is an important number here. 7. Where are you? 5846. That's way low. Low. And the market has not gap. Remember that. This is not a gap to the upside. It's kind of tricky though. Very tricky, because these two distributions, I treat these days as these distributions as two separate days here. Market's back up here, down here. This. I remember, I hope you remember, there was a day like this. Wow, this inventory is getting short. Look at this, man. Look at this. Look at this. This is a market or inventory getting short here. Look at that. Very early in the session, huh? And that's 5 minutes. That's a 5 minutes. Very short-term traders here. Market to the downside. Inside bar, inside bar, inside bar. The ES is to the downside. All the other ones are higher. The Dow has closed 2 of the distributions. It stopped. This is not the upper side. Gosh, the shorts is not good here. Russell just trading here. Look at where the Dow is selling. Where Russell is selling. Where the year is selling. What's happening with Nasdaq? Do you have something here? No, Nasdaq has closed these distributions, which actually, you know, takes some of the relevance out of these two here. You know, this I don't trust a lot the shorts are here. All right. Now a low has been corrected. Will the market come back and check or correct a high? Just look at where these guys are selling from. I wouldn't do anything. Now check this out. Look at this. Look at this big block here. Have you seen this? 1,000 contracts here at once. If you don't have this solver, it's okay. You know, this. If anything happens, just this is giving relevance to this level, right? Which is closing the distributions here. Now, do I have direction? That is the next thing. And this arrow here signals just the volume, okay? No, it's not meant to express any bias to the upside. This number actually is positive here, but being wide is low volume there. The negative is just one tick above. Can this market go to 59.90? We have A high being questionable. B high is just, come on, man. I don't need to talk about that. Now we had an action to the downside that there is no more. Now the current action is to the upside. If you check your 5 minutes, right? Checking the 5 minutes. I'm not checking the 30, but check the 5 minutes. What do you have there? The bigger one is to the downside. The 30 minutes is to the downside. 5 minutes is to the upside. I don't trade 5 minutes. There's just too much noise there. Look at these numbers here. The big ones are to the downside actually. Now, I'm streaming on Twitch. Streaming on Twitch. Twitch erases the streams after 7 days, 7 or 10 days, I believe. But if you want to see some recordings, these ones are also in YouTube. This is YouTube. And this is channel. ESP to stage. The same thing you have in Twitch, you have it in here as well. Okay. And the X account is the same thing. ESP trading at, I believe this is the user, right? At eMini SP500. I use X because I can check Ears Whispers here. Also Jim Dalton webinars. Just I have some people that I follow too that I like to hear. Time after time, I am not very active, though that active on any of these. I am just reading something here. That's quite interesting. I was just checking X. This is really good, you know. Your job is aligned to align with the market. This is the first thing we have to do. We have to understand what the market. How are you going to align with the market if you don't know what the market is doing? How do I am going to align with the market if I am shorting here, going long here, short here, long here? I don't know. Without just because, right? Once the market has this, you can say, oh, okay, there is something here. There's a channel, whatever. You trade 5 minutes. Not that I trade, not that I am suggesting you to trade anything. Okay, because remember, this is an educational channel. I'm trying to spread some, I don't want to call knowledge, but at least some education about trading here. Because this is, for me, in my point of view, this is the hardest business there is out there. I didn't find anything harder like trading. It requires a lot of time, a lot of effort to learn or to be present or to be able to participate in this business. Right? So forget, I have these things, For example, I have also, sometimes I have here, what do I have here? I have financial juice, right, that comes here. Financial juice, Yahoo News sometimes, but that's not to trade, right? But to be aware of the surroundings, because I don't want to trade in a vacuum as well, right? I don't want to be trading, just ignoring what's going out there. This could be, or you can call this maybe the voice of the street, or what the streets, or talking heads, whatever. Call it whatever. You will notice most of the time, right? I am not hearing this actually. I don't know why it was that, but maybe in the headphones, but it doesn't have anything. Sometimes, or the only thing I have this sometimes out is for these headlines here, That's the only thing. You got to be aware. Huh? Now, something that I don't like from this is to win. I guess I would replace that to have an opportunity. Just to have an opportunity, not to win, just to have an opportunity. Okay? Uh-oh. Direction, stop size, enter location. This is very general terms. Right? And you will lose. You will lose all the time. You will lose more time than you win. You may lose 90% of the times. What matters here is how much you lose each time. If one win is going to be more or bigger than 10 or 15 losses than you had before, so that's a good business. And all that counts not to stop size, but risk. All right? Risk. This is quite obvious, but many people don't understand, right? It's not worth to be here making 10s, 20s, 100s if we're going to lose everything in one trade. So, risk again. You may have such a good managing you may have a good plan or whatever, but risk comes up first. Remember, you got to develop. There is something I call the quarterback mentality here. That's, your trade doesn't make you, right? Because if you fumble, when fumble the ball, the next thing, and as the touchdown is scored against your team, the next thing you need to do is what, or what will happen just after you you lose or the other team scores because of your fumble. You have to take the ball game. You will. And what about if you don't have the mindset? That's something you got to develop as well. Your trades doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is the next one. Right? If you have a good trade, so what? If you have a bad trade, so what? Right? You cling to the emotions that come attached to those results. Your odds of success, right, are not that good or get diminished. All this comes, it may be random, right? It may be random, but probabilistic thinking increases the odds, right? We all have better odds under certain circumstances. So what are the odds now of this A being taken? What are the odds of this B having downside continuation? What are the odds of this market hitting or making new highs? What are the odds of this market reaching the opposite side of this range? Oh, by the way, this range is here, right? This low is the range here. It's not here, but up here. And this is something else, right? Another thing. We all have to take a risk, We all have to take a risk if we want to place a trade or if we want to do something here. It's risk. And I don't see risk in terms of money, I guess what I can see here is just talking, these are related terms, right? One way to how I see a risk, for example, is I don't like this market today, all right? I think that the risk is too high to do anything here. That being said, if I see a long or I see a short, I know that my risk is high. I just say that. If I go to risk $50, which can be the distance between the level where this market is and this halfback, for example, right? Putting them together, the dollar amount and the risk, I understand that my risk of losing that amount, those 4 ticks, is 80% or 90%, or at least above 50. Do I want to take that risk? Is the question. Personally, I'd rather like to take something, right? To take a trade where I see the risk of losing or the odds of winning higher than maybe 55-65%. If I see 65%, and that's, this is just a number that you come out with. 65% is great. 55 is usually 50, 60, a little. It has to be more than 50, at least, because 50% risk is just. You might better just toss a coin. Read this one too. It doesn't matter what you have, If I lose here, I'm not going to have money to pay the rent, or my college tuition is going out the board, or this or that. All right, it doesn't matter. All right, it doesn't matter. This is a business. It's not something personal. You know, market understanding is one thing. Self-understanding is another, important, very relevant component of this business. And the third one is a strategy. You can develop one after another one or try to develop all them together at the same time, but have those three very differentiated, market understanding, self-understanding, and strategy. Those three are the pillars of trading. Trading, this business is built over those three pillars. This is so true, man. If you have a job, you have another job, you will. This is funny. This is funny, really. This is a game of losing. I like that from Tom Hugard. The best loser wins here. Really like this. And that's a really nice trade here. You're happy. What is this? Who's this guy, man? No. I didn't understand what this guy did. He was he trying to leave the car? What the heck? I don't know. I don't understand this. All right. What this market is doing? You have. We talk about the action to the downside being over in the 5 minutes. No? Is this this looks like it's a counter action. The downside movement looked like it was a counter action to overnight inventory. And all of this inventory now is out. Or almost. Or still there hanging by a thread. There can be a spike here from, if this level is taken, if this area is taken, this is extremely weak here. Now that's adding, this is adding to, no, these longs were trying to take the market higher, they just couldn't, the overnight. This is long inventory. This has removed part of this. Boy, I don't want to be short in this market, man. The risk is just. And this is what I say. If I want to risk, for example, I'm going to place my short here, right? I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4 ticks risk. I remember my charts are in 2 ticks, right? So if I say 4 ticks here, that actually is 8 ticks. Okay? If I risk 4 ticks here, the odds that I am going to lose that I think are higher than 50%. Look at the C high here, and look at C low here. So what the heck is this? You know, I just I would be. What I'm trying to say here is, if I have a coin here with me and flip it, I toss the coin, I will be better or at least the same if I do that, or if I place any trade here, any direction. You want to be short? Okay, let's flip it. Let's flip the coin. Let's toss it. Okay, let's have a coin. Flip. What happens? Heads. Okay, I go short. That is for me what's happening here. Just the amount of reason. I am not saying here that this market cannot reach 5,900 today. Or I'm not saying that it cannot reach 5,840 today. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, what I'm trying to highlight here, that the risk here, the risk of being in the market is extremely high for both the long and the short. Right? There was this day, I guess this is what I, when was this day? 24th. What was it? Yeah, it was this day. I have just had to put something here because I consider that the risk was extremely high here in the short side. The market was going lower. The trend was to the downside, but the downside, the short was extremely risky. I just have to do this, have to put it out there, for the people in the Discord. Feel free to join Discord. I don't charge anything. I don't post much there. If I see an opportunity, I would rather do a stream, explain what I see. But if you want to join, I'm going to put the link out there for you. Right there. Okay. I don't know for how long that link is going to be valid, but what the shortest time frame was doing here and what the market was doing. The shortest time frame is also the weakest one. Look at Russell. Good odds having some upside here. The Dow also have good odds. I mean, this is the ES, my bad. The Dow side up here. I'm going to take those words back. Alright. The Dow also have good odds of having some upside here. Very questionable high here. Nasdaq is an inside day. And notice where Nasdaq is building value. We have two distributions from Friday, right? We have this one and we have this one. Okay. And guess what? Where this range is. Huh? Have you noticed that? Oh, come on. What the heck? Oh, here. Where is this range at? Right there. Right at the center. Right in between this and this one. You know? It's building value. You know, this is just building value here in this single prints. I hope you have noticed that. But sometimes it's just, you know, another thing we need to learn here is, unfortunately, these things cannot be taught. You have to learn it by yourself. What I think is important here is having something, right? Or having somebody that guides you, you know, somebody that tells you what do you need to do, what do you need to watch, what do you need to learn here. All right? How many people out there, for example, or how many times have you heard from people say, you know, stay out of this market. This is one of those days that, you know, it's not worth to be here. You have something else to do? Okay, do it. Clean the house, visit that friend, take a walk, call your mother. I think I'm going to call my mother. Now I consider that I have that, I was very focused. I was more focused in the market early today. I couldn't talk. You know, I couldn't talk to my mom when she called me because my mind was in another place. Right now, it is hard for me to kind of like to dissociate or compartmentalize. I don't know what's the word. Compartmentalize something, you know, really fast. You know, I'm doing this. Okay, I'm going to leave this in standby, and I'm going to focus on this conversation. I can't do that. You know, the way how I do that, and that's part of knowing yourself. You can be a totally different person. You can do that without problem. You know, you have kids, you have something coming on you in your way. You just deal with that, or you know, I can't, right? I am one of those persons that, you know, I have to stop doing one thing in order to do the other thing, because otherwise I won't do it. Neither of those I won't do it fine. Now that I have seen this market, I am starting to have the feeling that it's not worth, right? That the risk is too high. Okay, now I do what I want to do before. Now I can pay more attention to the things that I rather do. All right? How many times have you heard that from people out there? What you hear is, okay, you buy here, right? You got to buy here. This is your buy, and you sell up here, and you sell up here. All right. Okay. I'll do that. But guess what? My broker doesn't allow me to sell here because this is already over. This has already happened. Okay? You have to make decisions, you know, in real time. I don't have the advantage of looking back at the charts, placing my trade, knowing what happened placing my trade 2 hours ago. It's kind of obvious, right? And ridiculous to talk about that. But that's what people say all the time. Easy money. You can make $500 in in, in 10 minutes. And that, my friends, is what attracts people to this business. The prospect of having easy money here. And there's nothing, you know, that is that far from reality. No, no, sir. This is super, super hard business. If you check, for example, just join any trading group, right? They are good also that joining any trading group or chat or whatever and check, right? Take a mental picture or take notes, the names of the traders, right? And how long they stay in this business. After 3 months, you will see different people. After 6 months, you will see different people. After 1 year, you know, there could be a full rotation of people. They're completely new people. That's what this business is about. You know? If you know or if you don't know what the business is, I'm trading about these particular chat groups or trading rooms. If you don't know what the business is, probably, you know, complete the sentence, right? Probably you are the business. What I have to gain doing this, for example? Alright guys, unless you have any question, I will call it a day. I wish you a wonderful trading day. And I hope I can see you tomorrow. See you. Bye bye.